Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Stationeers. Last time we set up our gas filling system, I guess I'll call it. So some safety valves, some tank fills, another tank fill. I found out a couple things in between. First of all, I was way low on this. This can take pressure of, whoa, way much higher. About 10 megapascals is what its burst pressure is, which is why at 11 it was really going poorly and, well, yeah, that's what happened. But it was 1200 was way too low. 1200 kilopascals was way too low. My gas tank was emptying out way too quickly. So now we put this up at about 8K, just a little safety margin for temperature fluctuations and other things. These we have set at currently 25 megapascals for our pressure regulators, and then I also replicated everything out. So I basically just took this same setup that we built for oxygen and built it for all of our filtered gases. So we have floor-based connectors. I did these a lot nicer than I did on the other side, so not exactly the same. I also added a little bit of just a tank here, a volume pump in case we want to vacuum out our holding tank, and just a bypass to get that pressure through. I have been grinding up some ices that I mined up in between episodes as well, and these have been running along. I think our biggest next issue is going to be power. Well, we're doing alright right now, but we're chewing through energy a lot faster. This is up to 2500 watts on this network here. So, yeah, power is going to become problematic. But when our goals for today, though, so now that we have this set up, I also labeled all of these, so they have nice little names that match what they do, or most of them. I didn't label everything. Labeled stuff is connected in the gas tanks onto the data network, so we can read some data off this, because I'd like to do a couple things with that. Big goal, though, has to do with this one, volatiles. Volatiles and oxygen. We need to make some fuel. We have a fuel canister there. We could technically just use it for a long time. We don't use much fuel right now. Once we start building more, we'll use more for the welding, and we need fuel for our furnace as well. But we need to get into gas mixing, because I'd like to make fuel. I'd also like to make breathable air that is not 100% oxygen based. So atmospherics, we can use oxygen-rich environments, but we also do need a little bit of CO2 in there for our plants to do well. But I think that's going to wait for a future episode. So we're going to do gas mixing for our volatile oxygen mixture to make our fuel. And additionally, I noticed we finally hit a threshold. So if I open up our interior here, you'll see that our potatoes are barely growing towards seeding. That's because it's hot in here. It's 49 degrees C inside of our little environment here. We need to chill this place out. So we're going to need to do some air conditioning. Technically on Mars, I probably don't need to do air conditioning. It's cold enough outside. I can just use a radiative heating or radiative cooling system. But I think we're going to use some air conditioning just to get that nice locked-in temperature that we want. You know, I just complained about my power, and I'm going to use another power-hungry solution. It's currently externally it's 12 degrees C, but you know, you win some, you lose some. I'm going to go with AC just because I'd like to set it up, and I'd like to also just have that available. I have to remember how to set it up, though. Our oxygen's doing a little rough, though, so we'll swap out for our nice and full tank of air. Let's dump in some more nitrice. Ooh, we've got some liquids in our system, too. That's not exactly ideal. I think it's okay for now. Fingers crossed. I don't think it'll cause issues. I don't know. I've never really dealt with a new liquid system. I guess we'll find out. If things blow up, we know we did it wrong. And it'll make a nice slideshow for the video. But it looks like, yeah, our nitrogen is just liquefying, which is not great. That's we'll figure that out at some point. But we should probably open up our valve to let in the pressure into the filter system. So this is the moment of truth. I guess all that liquid's going to rush down these pipes and either break things or not. Getting pressure through the system. Filtering some more oxygen. Let's see, these things are happier because now they have pressure differential. There's more pressure on this side. There is liquid in this pipe. That's red. I don't think it loves that. I'm going to say it's okay for now. This could end very poorly. It doesn't love the liquid in the system. Who could have imagined that? So I guess we have to deliquefy everything. Which is unfortunate because we have a lot of liquid nitrogen right now. Or nitrous oxide, I guess? N2O. Yeah, I guess that would be nitrous oxide in its liquid form. I think we're filtering things still. Let's bottle this. I have a lot of nitrous oxide. That's not great. I didn't really want to do that. I think we've lost a lot of the oxygen and nitrogen by making nitrous oxide by accident. I mean, we still have a lot of oxygen in this tank, but we made a lot of liquid nitrous oxide and we turned a lot of our nitrogen into nitrous oxide. Intriguing. It is evaporating though. Let that out. There's liquid in this pipe. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It is less than ideal. But we persist. It does look like pipe stuff is starting to make its way through the network though now. This one just isn't. This one is. Strange. Well, let's dump the rest of the oxide in there and continue that filtering. I wonder if we just dump a radiator on here, if it'll... Well, the temperature doesn't seem to be the problem. And we have more N2O forming. Ah! Turn it off. I don't want more N2O to form. It's just liquefying in the pipe network. Creating more... I guess we're at that pressure limit where nitrous oxide can form. Let me just look at the guide. N2O. Nitrous oxide. That's 11. Nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide is real reactive gas that will knock pipes up. Acts as an oxidizer for combustion, allows volatiles to burn significantly hotter, faster, and a lower auto-ignition temperature. Can be produced in an energy-intensive process inside of a nitrolyzer, or just in our gas tanks. Was I dumping nitrice in there? Is that what's causing this? I might have put nitrice instant in there.
Pressure
Oops.
critical.
Ow.
Temperature critical. Oxygen critical.
Oh, that's what did it. I dumped a bunch of nitrice in there. Oh. Yeah, I know there's liquid in this pipe. Evaporate off. That's annoying. Well, regardless, it's still functioning. It's just I done goofed and dumped a whole bunch of nitrous oxide into my system instead of nitrogen like I had hoped. But we should actually still be filtering gases. We are getting rid of the nitrous oxide liquid, at least. So yeah, we have 1 megapascal of oxygen, 1.23 of CO2, about 600 kilopascals of nitrogen, and 398.99 kilopascals of volatiles. So, in a bit of a change in priorities, let's work on our air conditioning first. Because our potatoes are actively dying! No. Poor potatoes. We're going to need another atmospherics kit. So I do want to look and see what our mods are going to cost us. Steel electronic is a bunch of stuff I don't have. Alright, atmospherics kit. So the way these work, to my understanding, we're going to stash that for a second because I got to build another little platform. We have space on this wall over here. Well, we have power on that side. Let's use the power. Bother to put more together. And we actually have a gas connection right there. We can just utilize our big network. It's nice. And let's put one more out. We have put a little bit of nitrous oxide into the world. Alright, let's set up this air conditioner. We need that air conditioning. We're going to put it this way. So we'll just use that existing. This, of course, needs probably cable coils. No, pipes first. Luckily, I think I still have some of those left over. Cable coil. Do we need more pipes? Definitely. Always need more pipes. Markers. Screwdriver. Here's our AC unit, though. Throw some power into it. And hook up the data port too, just for funsies. So we have our input, our output, and our wastegate, or waste. So the way this works is our input gas gets cycled through and cooled or heated to our desired temperature. We'll plumb that into that passive vent up there. Yeah, I know it's an error. We can set the temperature here, and then the waste is what it dumps the heat into. So this has to be a loop of gas, preferably, that will radiate the excess heat out into our Martian atmosphere. So we're going to need some pipes and probably an active vent to set this up. Let's start off by just plumbing in our output. And we need more pipes. Figures. While we're letting that go, we'll check on all this over here. Put that back on. Hopefully it's not going to make more nitrous oxide. Oh, at least all the liquid seems like it's evaporating. As we are decreasing the pressure significantly. Pump pressure? Confused about that now. So there's not 8 megapascals over here. Pressure regulator, are you also a pump?
Hydration critical. Power critical.
Will only operate when it's, I don't know if that's necessarily true, but okay. Just that a little bit. This is our nitrogen setup, or CO2 setup. Let's just let a itty bitty bit in. There's 1.63, 1.6 megapascals here. Uh-oh. That's some pipe stress. That's a lot of liquid CO2 that's evaporating off. That's a lot of pipe stress. Let's just, liquids. You gotta be careful with those. Okay. Crisis seems to have been averted at the moment. Liquids expand quickly and can cause huge jumps in pressure. Good to know. Why does it look like nothing's on? Are we out of power? We are indeed. Power is becoming a major issue. Alright. Let's get the power lights back on. And almost no more liquid in the tank. Ah, no more liquid in the tank. Should be no more liquid in lines. Why does something sound upset? You again? Yeah, it's you again. Please don't. Where's my wrench? Where did my wrench go? This isn't the time to be missing my wrench. I'm making all kinds of mistakes today. There it is. Please don't blow up. I spent so much time on this. Which one is it? You. Okay. I feel like these do pump pressure, and I feel like I should probably put tanks in all of these, because if we let any pressure into this network, it's just gonna absolutely annihilate those pipes. Cause, my guy's getting upset about water and power. Oh, we are out of power, literally. Alright. Crisis probably averted for now. Oh, my potatoes are dead. Sad.
Temperature high.
And it's significantly toasty in here. This is why we need that good old air conditioner. Top off on water, eat some more baked potato. Let's get this all fixed. Looks like we've got a decent amount of plumbing available. I've probably used up all of my iron now in the pursuit of more plumbing, so we might need a little more if we're going to finish this project. I am going to put a T in here because I'd like to do some stuff over here to help fill this whole system a little more easily. There we go. And then we're going to need a gas kind of loop. Put it over here. Do one more. Are going to need a filbert. And we're going to need an active vent somewhere and a couple more pipes. And if I am correct that I'm out of iron, this is going to be very annoying. Lead. What's in you? 8 iron ore. We'll be right back, because I need to get some more iron. Smelt that up real quick, though. So we're going to need an active vent and some more pipes. Active vent costs 5 iron. We might just have enough. Before I actually disappear, let's see if we just got very lucky with the amount of leftover iron I have. I guess there's some right there too, so 5 minutes of mining probably wouldn't kill my viewership. Speaking of which, if you are enjoying this series, which I know a few of you are, please consider liking and subscribing this video. It helps me out a ton. And it's really been fun getting all of this set up and doing this series. I really didn't know if YouTube was gonna work out, but it seems like I'm having fun with it. You guys enjoying watching? I'm excited to do a couple of new series pretty soon here too as well. So it's been fun, and I am certainly looking forward to continuing this. Let's just stick this kind of sideways right here.
Waste tank caution.
Alright, so now we have the active vent set up to pull gas in. We might have just enough pipes. Perhaps. We might not. See how many more we can make. Oh, let's do that. Let's just need a bit more iron. Got some right here. Is that it? Oh, here we go. There we go. Some more plumbing. We are going to need radiators. That's what I forgot. Dang it. We need that iron. Build convective radiators. So since Mars has an atmosphere, convective radiators are our best bet. So there's two types, essentially. There's convective and radiative. On planets with no atmosphere, radiative work the best. So like the moon. I guess not technically a planet, the moon. But on areas with atmosphere, convective radiators transfer heat much better. And we'll fill that out some more. We are going to need to fill this network with some gas. So let's grab a pipe utility kit. Make 3 of these, in fact. 1, if we can. 2 might be enough. How we're doing while all that's processing. Ah, beautifully. There we go. Let's see how our gas processing over here is doing. I'm sorry I'm being a little bit chaotic. No pressure. Still some pressure in here. It's just not making its way all the way through. So this is why we built this little system here. We can force some pressure into the network. Not much, because it's just a standard mainline or volume pump. But just a little bit, enough to vacuum out that holding tank and get all of that good pressure into our system. 2 megapascals of oxygen. I didn't put pipe meters on all of these, so 1.2 of CO2. 1.25 of nitrogen, and 615 volatiles. I want to see if our CO2 tank still has... Yeah, it's all gaseous now. That's good. Gaseous CO2 is what we want. See how our tank is doing, and we are just going to draw this tank down very slowly to absolutely zero pressure. Excellent. We've off-gassed all of that nitrice. Very good. Alright. That there, and then the reason I left this space over here is for a inline gas tank, so we have a bit of a buffer tank there. So, let's just grab some gas. Let's grab a canister. Just enough iron to make one more canister. Let's fill this loop with what has decent thermal capacity. I don't know if it terribly matters. I guess we have a bunch of excess nitrogen, so we'll just do nitrogen. Let's see if we're gonna blow this up again. That's not nitrogen. Well, I guess we just gave ourselves a volatiles gas tank. Labels. I should probably label and paint those pipes the right colors. See if we can have just a smidge more iron. I kind of needed that. Nitrogen gas tank. More iron. Anywhere. Honestly be enough. I think 4 will be enough. Just for what we need for now. I'll have to do another off-camera mining session between this and next, but we'll handle that later. One more gas canister. Yeah, it was just enough. 1 gram of iron left over. Hopefully not fill it with the wrong gas this time. Nitrogen. This is the nitrogen line. Let this fill up with some pressure real quick. Probably turn this off. I want to see if it actually draws this down or if it equalizes. These shouldn't act as pumps, but I think they might be. Yeah, it kind of is. That's kind of interesting. Not supposed to do that, but neat, I guess. Yeah, because it's going to draw this network here out to 0. Through. Want this to be good and pressurized because we want a decent amount of pressure in our waste heat system. The more density we have, the better we exchange that heat out, pretty sure. Kind of just guessing there, but it sounds good, so I go with it. Really make some more large gas or portable tanks so that we can not have to worry about blowing up this short section of pipes. A little bit of a pressure absorber. Or I guess I could just use the utility kits like I did over there. Even though that one's really unnecessary, I'm realizing now. Let's get up to about 8 megapascals. Plenty to draw through. Let that fill up. Just a smidge more. Check on our oxygen. Finally, my oxygen's not, like, absolutely empty immediately. And we're, for all intents and purposes, full. There we go. So now, this network should be pressurized. It is. We'll just leave that in there for the moment. We have an expansion tank. We have our air conditioner. Let's set this to a nice 25 degrees C. That should be fine. Give it a start. Now, it does not have any input because we don't have the vent running. If I go inside, turn on the active vent, set it to inwards. Theoretically, why is it? It's damaged. What? That doesn't mean bad things. Ooh, it's active. Operational efficiency. Temperature differential efficiency kind of stinks, but now we should see in this convecting a bunch of heat out. It's hot. The gas is very hot. Our surrounding atmosphere is very cold, so this is good. Got some pollutants in there. Ew. But the temp is dropping on our internal atmosphere. We are getting back to a more healthy temperature. Excellent. Yeah, that pollutants is slightly concerning, but oh, we're freezing our pollutants out. That's odd. Not even that cold in the pipe network. I guess the pressure's pretty high. Well, let's grab our data disks. We finally got that back. Let's see if we can configure some things with this vent to perhaps help that. How do we even... I don't know. I'm going to say it's probably okay. Maybe. Can I just screwdriver it? I wonder. Perhaps the labeler? Never actually matched with the active vent configs. That's not what I wanted to. Oh well. If it blows up, it blows up. But for now, our temperature is going down, which is what we wanted. We're in a safe range for growing things again. We can get rid of these two. And replant our potato farm. So do we actually have any just regular potatoes left? Yeah, we do. Get our data desk in here. Still a little warm for them. We're going to want to be below 30 degrees C, ideally, but that should be now underway thanks to our pressure system here. We did pull a lot of pressure into our network here.
Power low.
So we can turn that off for a minute. Let it just kind of process some of that. I wish I could figure this out. Can I change the flow rate? Is there anything I can do to change the flow rate? Not having to use a controller, perhaps. But yes, our potatoes are now happier because we're in a closer to their happy temperature range. Go out and just check on that real quick, see if there's anything we can potentially do. Oh, okay, it's fine. I got very concerned there for a second. Nothing freezing in there. Temperature's still going down. I think we're just going to have to let it be. Hopefully it doesn't cause any issues or blow anything up, but we've saved our potato farm with the help of air conditioning. This took longer than I thought it was going to take to set up, along with the other issues we had with the atmospherics farm. So I think we might wait till next episode to get into gas mixing. But let's just check on how everything over here is doing. Our holding tank still has some pressure in it. Might actually be able to get more pressure through if we just open this. Those little pumps kind of really don't do great. Kind of wondering if I can use the bugged pressure regulator to pump things much more quickly. Might kind of be what I do, actually. We'll just let that, because I think that's going quite a bit faster, actually. We've got a bunch of oxygen. In fact, we need to fill up real quick. Oh, our waste gate, our waste tank is what it's complaining about. Okay. Open that up. Close it back off. But yes, we have an atmospherics farm with some safety features built in. I have no clue if they're configured correctly, but I don't think these will burst with 25 megapascals in them, so we're going to say it's probably fine. We've got our ability to make oxygen and various gas tanks. We can crush ices into here, or in emergencies we can use our active vent. And now we have air conditioning. We can cool down our environments. It's getting pretty close. It's evaporating out some pollutants again. Maybe I should just filter out the pollutants. I guess I could just do that. That would be a way of solving this problem. I don't have any iron, though, so I can't make another atmospheric rig. So perhaps next time we'll put a pollutants filter on here, at least temporarily, to just get rid of those. Or any other gases we don't really want in our pipe network. And get this finished off. Make our airlock a little bit happier too. Maybe pressurize this up to 100 pascals like the airlock seems to want. But yes, I think we've done well. We need to make our gas mixing first, I think. But I'm quite happy with how this has come together. Our potatoes seem happy once more. Power is going to be our next big issue, though. Solar panels. Lots and lots of solar panels. I see it in our future. But thank you all for watching. And I will see you all next time.